Peace, Leute, was geht? Ja, vor deiner Person. Halt! Spielen wir Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. Und wir sind im Dojo. Und ich müsste irgendwas gucken, was ich schon vergeht. Ah, da hat den Lock, die Locker sein. Oh, ich hab mir sicher mal gesagt, wie oder? Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for. Oh, okay, Paulo. Ich kann dir nicht. Ah, da frei. Kannst du? Na, komm mal. Yeah, wooden lockers here. We use wood block keys just like at the super traditional public battles. Houses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of those lockers.
I see.
Photo, do you see a locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one. It doesn't have a key in at the moment. You understand what it means, right? I should probably use the key we found in the locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try. Okay. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and the locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. Wir sind schon gespannt. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong, despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium has been added, okay. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wetted up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. This duct tape is also... Okay. I think that's all the locker room has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. How did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Takuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on the next location. The next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean your mercenary group that Mukuru was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't obvious. Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Bibliothèque, research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right. Okay, never mind. That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access
Let's
to.
go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Unser von uns so lange Zeit bis das interessant. Ah, den Dienstagums. Mit der Fest? Bibliothek. Alles Fiction. Ja, aber wie auch immer. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Lυca seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hands. Just not so? Oh, I guess that's the only thing I'm trying to ask him for that. But now I need to talk. Hey, production! So,
I see.
take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Well, I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't it kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within this group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? Such as sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. Those people are part of our world. The battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. Unpredictable, unimaginable world. So, that's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something implicit related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squads would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on the body. Yeah, on the tomato. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Okay. Oh, wegen Trilu. Ich trinke mal Wasser.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial!
Maar ik schon veel info moest zo. Met bokken wat ja nog.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later!
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Bye. Oh mein Gott. Ich muss nicht X gedrückt haben, aber ich muss hier nur angedrückt haben. Okay, da kommen wir mal mit, weil ich muss wegen Informationen lecker durch, obwohl ich kann das sowieso machen. Wow, Bjarko and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Was it rank high enough for you guys to go together, just the two of you?
Huh?
What? Are you jealous?
Hey!
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately cleansed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. Then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting or... Oh, what?
What?
Jesus. Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Tunç mir auch schon gelöscht hat. Das war da, weil sie am Trial muss ja wirklich schied in Dose nicht. An Faktor, da Kyoko nicht da, oder das Muku oder dem wir auch mal nicht, weil... Voilà. Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I arrange a punishment right now. If it's merely waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
hey,
I'm here, and no rules being broken. Kyoko. Kyoko, you're still alive. No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, wait at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay? Then there's no particular penalty for being late.
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later.
Shing!
No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. You really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? Right, now we're gonna deal with a ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when the trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. I marked it up. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, and that's what the key you found goes to.
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I use Monokuma's secret too, which can open any lock in the school. What?
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current
It
situation.
seems...
Because it's probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. Or her. That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all... Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Okay, da gehen wir. And the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In the dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened with a warning. The dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I
I've
can't
been waiting for
wait!
this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. Time for pointless jokes and jabs past.
Thrills!
Let's
Chill!
go in with the show. And so the curtain opened for the fifth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Ja, gern. Stimmt schon sogar nach Skills. Also, guck mal, jetzt danke alles und wird mehr erhöhen. Analysiert sie ein bisschen Punkte. In Ursing-Sache. Okay. When I've at the crime scene, tarp. Boah, danke, dann geht es an die Skills setzen. Speichern hin. Engine. Oh, sure, but nice, right? So mega ass. Oh, no. Let's increase the time. Ja, boah. Dann fangen wir an. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But then I'll punish everyone
tun wir ja schon
besides
alles
the
her,
blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Bro, so nervös.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Gloves, ne?
I got it!
Ja, logisch.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way the corpse was Kyoko. No. But if I can prove why, we're gonna be stuck here. In the case we'll move more forward, so I don't have any choice but to listen to you. Make your arguments. Okay.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
But schon 16 Minuten dafür, okay. If you choose the wrong one, you will take the influence scorch. Focus just determines how much you can do. Concentration. By holding down, you can forward. Hold down to speed up the weak spot. Okay, truth bullets. Hold down to open your truth, then use the letter select. Then hold down, you can just spots, then hold down. Oh, bro, das war so kompliziert, also nicht kompliziert mehr. Okay.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I know the body isn't Kyoko's and I know I can prove it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely
Kyoko! This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
So quick watchlow Kopfhörer på fake nails. Body was wearing notably long fake nails. Das ist relativ egal. Ja, das sind Tattoos, die richtig bullet. Ich muss lange überlegen, was die body before the explosion.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Aber das ist nicht dumm. Gedacht, ist blöd.
That Kyoko! Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't.
They got burnt up in
The explosion!
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well,
Yeah, she must have been.
Das ist
Shoot! That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well,
Yeah, because that corpse is absolutely.
this entire discussion is idiotic.
That
Kyoko,
Impossible.
okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
they got burnt up in the explosion.
Wie kann ich
Then
das?
she was wearing gloves before the
Wie
explosion.
kann ich den holen? If you target a weak spot and then hold down the X, you can use that.
Well,
Yeah, she must have been because that corpse is absolutely.
this entire discussion is idiotic.
That
Kyoko there. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
they got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. That corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Oh man.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up.
Up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Bro, det ögat mig också. Nice.
This entire discussion is idiotic. That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay,
Then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got
burnt up in
the
the
explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
well,
Yeah, she must have been wearing. Shoot! That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Ist ein Triple was. No, that body is.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before.
Well, yeah, she must have been.
That's just a bad, man. Yeah, das war, ich finde nicht direkt. Bro, ich finde nicht direkt Game Over, gar nicht. Hä? Last Trial 5.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Okay, ich weiß.
That Kyoko. Okay.
Then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well,
Yeah, she must have been wearing. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
this entire discussion is idiotic.
Okay,
That
nicht checken, oder gibt's so?
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They
Got burnt up in the
Then she was wearing gloves?
well.
must have been wearing gloves.
So,
No, that's wrong.
Laura.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
For anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Unser Wahnsinn, Herz, gut.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body,
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
And the one thing that can tell us wasn't the victim's own body.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
there's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body,
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
what? For real?
If you're lying, he'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
To compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should have become clear. Und zwar... Fahrradfahrer, nee. Oh, Schwimmt. Was war's?
I got it!
Okay, das ist richtig.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image it represents Fenrir is... Oh, Hangman's Gambit, wie war das nochmal?
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brain!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Then I can't let this stand. Someone I have to clean the name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
When was the body discovered? Bei Elif, ne? Nee.
Shoot!
Havoc. Das ist ein Zeng, ne? Nee.
Shoot!
Wir haben doch verloren. Nee. Aber so schlecht.
I refuse to give up yet!
Mann.
The representation of Fenrir is...
Skip.
Half.
So, ich war skip auch mal. Auch manchen im Chat waren, ich muss mich auch. So.
I got it!
Und weiter. Dann Link.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock, but I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
No, it happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. Okay, then it looks like the game will be gone. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Okay. Fragments könnt ihr von da oben.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
There's something that happened in the garden or the same thing as nothing really hurt. I should be able to take one of them. Okay.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, that's wrong.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If you look at the body itself, that should make it clear.
I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No!
That's
enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! That's enough! How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
Was it romantisch? I mean, no.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Luca's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone that's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me, and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like a killer? No, I'm thinking about it right now. The tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body?
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said.
By covering the body with the tarp.
Am nächsten Deal, am nächsten Part echt. Ja, war das schon ein bisschen 47 Minuten. Und dann geht's meist nächstes Ciao.